Hey everyone, welcome back to another Assassin's Creed Valhalla episode. Now in today's episode, I do want to go over some of my tips and tricks that I have learned. There are a lot of them. I'm not going to go over each and every single tip and trick that I have in this episode. So if you guys do want to be able to see more of these episodes in the very near future, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, make sure that you guys are sharing these videos with everyone that you guys know and everywhere that you possibly can, because ultimately it really does help the channel out. And honestly, eventually I would like to be able to do some giveaways here on the channel. So if you guys would like to be able to participate in some of those things and have giveaways on the channel, make sure that you guys are doing the things that I just got done mentioning. And also, make sure that you guys watch these videos in their entirety. Alright, now that we actually got that kind of out of the way, the first tip and trick that I kind of want to get and go over is, make sure that you guys are actually finding all of the zealots around the map. There are quite a few of them, 16 in total, and they're really not that complicated to find, and most of the time you can actually just kind of hang out in one specific area and they eventually will show up. It's a great way of being able to get a whole bunch of the Ancient One medallions very quickly so that you can actually give them to items and actually get a little bit of free goodies along the way. Alright, so there is the first tip. Alright, the next one is actually going to be, a lot of them are going to be around the camp itself or the settlement. The first one is if you guys are extremely low on adrenaline like I was, each and every time that you guys go to your settlement, make sure that you guys replenish it by going around and assassinating all of the dummies, because every time that you do an assassination around here, you will completely refill an entire slot of adrenaline, which is absolutely amazing. Now, another thing that I highly recommend that you guys go in and do is upgrade your settlement all around you guys. You guys can currently see that I am 5 out of 6 settlements, so I'm getting close to getting all of it done. You do have to complete all of the raids in order to have everything to be able to be unlocked. You do have to actually do all of them. But the more stuff that you upgrade, the more stuff that you're going to have access to, from trading with the trading post to doing fishing to stables to even opening up the Thousand Eye shop, which is what I was standing out here just a moment ago. So what you guys are going to want to do is get to at least a level 3, because that's when a majority of all of these people will actually show up. Now, the Thousand Eye shop, the specific one right here, if we actually go in and talk to this fine gentleman, so what we can actually go ahead and do is he actually replenishes his stock every single day. So every 24 hours, you guys can get a new daily selection item. And this is some of the stuff that you can actually is premium content that you have to pay extra for out of your own pocket. If you guys don't want to do that, this is a great way to be able to do that. And on top of that, he has weekly selections that changes every Tuesday, so you guys can actually get that all done as well. So that is pretty awesome that you can get some premium content as long as you do his contracts each and every single day and collect opals around the entire map. And I make sure that you guys are doing that, because it's definitely a huge benefit to getting that premium content if you don't feel like spending some extra cash. Now, the next tip that I want to go over is starting a feast. Now, the bigger that your settlement grows, the better your feast boost will be. Now, these are relatively inexpensive, and for the most part, you're not going to be using all of your coins all the time anyway. Now, the things that I highly recommend that you guys are going to be using your coins on are going to be the feast right here, and you actually get to keep these boosts for 3 hours in game. So if you guys are going to go on a nice adventure for a while, doing a feast is a great opportunity before going out and playing for a long time. Just come to your settlement, do a feast, and then go out and do whatever you're going to do, because then you have those boosts for 3 hours. The other thing that you're going to want to spend a lot of coins on is everything that's inside of the trading post, specifically the ore, the leather, and any of the ingots you can actually purchase as well, because you're not always, I mean, every time that I need money, I just seem to magically go on just a little bit of a raid or a little bit of a quest, and it doesn't matter if it's a main mission or a side mission, but you seem to gain money. This is another good opportunity of earning money if you really want to, and I'm actually doing this at Tamworth, which is actually one of the first fairly soon missions, and you unlock this episode. But this is a great way of actually earning some cash very quickly. It is a little bit of a mini game, and you have to kind of get that rhythm down to kind of a fine tune. Once you get used to it, you can actually bet $200 or 200 silver and make it 200 every time you do this, and this takes less than a couple of minutes to do. And the nice thing that I like about Tamworth specifically is you can start it over and over again instantly and just keep doing it and make a ton of money doing that. There are a lot of other money making methods out there, but that's pretty good. Now, if you guys are tired of jumping off of things and taking a ton of damage, what you want to do is jump off, and right before you're about to land, use your heavy attack. So let's go ahead and do it one more time. You guys can see that I didn't take any damage. And then right before you land, heavy attack, no damage. You can literally jump from any height in the game in order to take or prevent any damage. It does not matter. Right before you hit, damage. Or do use the heavy attack, which is going to be your right trigger. Another thing that I quickly want to go over here is if you guys get to this area and you just don't really want to solve the puzzle, if you have Dive of the Valkyries level 2, you can actually break it without ever solving the puzzle, as I just got done showcasing right there. Now, this door is also barred, so you can see that there's a red marker on there. I don't feel like solving the puzzle. I'm going to go and use the Dive of the Valkyries, and there we go. Easy peasy. It's instantly open for me, and now I can grab whatever loot or treasure is on the other side of that door. Now, just keep in mind that each time that you guys do this, it does cost 1 adrenaline point, so you guys will have to kind of restore those from time to time. Now, if you guys are going to be looking for Dive of the Valkyrie books, the first one can actually be found at this monastery right here, which is actually in Greenwich-shire, and it's very low. And the next one is actually down in Kent, which is just a little bit outside of London, which is still fairly early game. This is where you can actually get and obtain level 2 Dive of the Valkyrie, just in case you want to be able to use that. The other thing that I want to quickly point out is there are breakable objects in the game. Always be on the lookout for them, because if you can't solve a specific puzzle, more than likely you have to break a window. Now, I recommend using the double daggers because they are extremely fast, and they will regenerate your adrenaline if you don't want to go ahead and fast travel back to your settlement each and every single time. But I hope that these tips and tricks help you guys out. If you guys want more, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot, and it's really appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.